Welcome back to an episode of the Wrestling Aroundup, where we go through all the week's wrestling news. Joining me, because it's a new show, is obviously world-class wrestling journalist Aaron Franklin. Aaron, how are we doing?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you, Ross?
I'm not so bad, thank you. Excited. We've actually got a bit of news this week, unlike the other week. No news whatsoever. I mean, we somehow made a 45-minute show out of it. We've actually got some things to talk about. And because it's a news show, not only do we have a world-class wrestling journalist in the house, we've also got the world-renowned Scoop L, master of the scoops.
How do? You will not believe it. But as you introduced me, I got a scoop.
Whoa!
Literally. I mean, by the time this comes out tomorrow, actually, it could still be a scoop by this time tomorrow.
The power. Well, give the time. So it's 21:46 on
21:46 GMT. Just got a scoop regarding Mustafa Ali. Not even read it yet, so I don't know. It could be no scoop at all, but it's just come through.
Have you just been sent a message saying Mustafa Ali?
Yeah, Sean Mustafa's messaged me directly.
Go on, do the scoop now. Do the scoop right now.
Fucking scoop right now. Let's do it.
The scoop right. Open with the scoop. Because you know your track record with scoops is awful. So open with the scoop right now.
Well, many fans were expecting and subsequently disappointed not to see Mustafa Ali in front of his hometown crowd of Chicago for SmackDown on Friday. Not only was Mustafa Ali not on this past week's show, but he didn't film anything for the Christmas Eve edition because it was also filmed on Friday, the back-to-backs. We're told that while he asked for a couple of weeks off paternity leave, that amount of time has passed, and it appears there just wasn't anything for him to do on his Chicago shows. We've also learned that WWE sent Ali home early for paternity leave, and he's not been on the road since before Survivor Series. So they've just got nothing for Mustafa Ali, really. That was the scoop.
Or he's looking after his child.
Yeah.
So, not really a scoop, but is it?
Hey. Scoop.
The big news of the week then is Kevin Owens re-signed with WWE.
Yeah.
Everyone was saying, he posted the things to Mount Rushmore. He's definitely going.
He probably was thinking about going, but then they've made him on offer he can't refuse. Not being funny. What is it, like 3 to 4 million have offered him?
Yeah.
Allegedly. Yeah. He's not reported. He's not said, has he? He refuses to say
why would you give your salary out in public? Is that not just like, yeah, can't
it's all allegedly.
That's Bobson asked for, obviously. Yeah. But I don't know. They know how to get people going in there these days, don't they?
Well, he apparently signed it a couple of weeks ago, which is the reason why he's been pushed, allegedly.
Yeah, I did seem to think he was looking quite happy. I know that sounds weird, but like on social media now, he's been really active recently, just on about he's kind of going to win the WWE Championship at day one and stuff. And then also, he was kind of starting to get booked for shows in like March, April time, wasn't he? I think we mentioned it last time, didn't we?
Well, this is it, right? So all these bloody big wrestling news outfits, whatever they want to call themselves, they're all saying, "Oh, well, yeah, he signed it weeks ago." You were saying, literally, like last week, his contract runs out in a week. He's going to leave. He's going to turn up at winter is coming.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that early, was it? It was.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think for him it was January.
But that's what they were claiming. And now, we all knew he was signed a week ago because
I love that. Meltzer does that all the time, isn't he? Like suddenly, like Sean Ross that breaks. I mean, Meltzer's like, "Oh, well, actually," and I'm like, "So why didn't you say anything before?"
Has this stopped the Rock then? Was we expecting to sign?
Well, there's rumors backstage that Sami Zayn's re-signed as well now, but I think it's not a bad thing because it was always his. You got to think his son's like what, like 10 or 11, but he's like a massive WWE fan. Always wanted to go there. He's built his whole career to go to WWE, and he's done a lot in WWE, but he's not done everything. I think so. I think it makes sense for him to stay. He's on the main roster. Vince is obviously a fan of him. I mean, Vince let him headbutt him on national TV once. He's had a
True Blood as well.
Yeah, I know. So, I mean, like, I know it was a while ago, but they've obviously always liked him. He's been booked pretty well.
Yeah.
Like, I know he's not been WWE champion for a while, but he's pretty much like he's done that. He's had numerous like US and Intercontinental title reigns. So I don't think he's not a triple crown, is he? I don't think he's won the tag teams. But he's done a lot, but there's still a lot more he could do. He's got a few more main event runs in him, and there's every chance he could win a WWE title at day one. Like Big E's run has been slightly underwhelming, if we're being honest, so far. So you could give him the belt for a bit. There's no clear WrestleMania main event on the Raw side yet. I don't think.
If it's clear anything on the Raw side, is he?
No.
Fucking mess.
Yeah, but because everyone in the title picture is putting one match on it on day one. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, there's no reason he couldn't. I don't think he'll main event WrestleMania because obviously it'll be whoever Roman's face as well. But
yeah,
there's every chance he could be in a world title match at WrestleMania this year.
I suppose it's a bit different to say Cole leaving, Gargano leaving, Kyle O'Reilly leaving, because then. Yes, there was big in NXT, but it's not the same as where Kevin Owens is it?
Yeah, but they've not chanced it, have they?
No. What I'm saying is, I can see why they would leave, and if AW are promising them main event slots, I can see that because they've not made it into the main event on the main show. Kevin Owens is arguably top face on one of the shows, isn't he?
Yeah, It's like it's sort of tweener now, isn't it? It's a weird storyline. It's I like the interactions with Big E and Rollins. It's good.
And Sami Zayn signed as well.
Apparently there's chatter backstage, but nothing's been officially announced either way.
Well, one goes where the other goes with them, so don't they?
Yeah, well, that's why everyone was that's probably why they're chattering, to be honest. But again, he's doing great character work. Like I know everyone wants to see him in like massive, great matches.
It's hilarious.
But yeah,
I love it. I love his interactions with Brock Lesnar. I love Brock Lesnar. Yeah. Absolutely hilarious.
Do you think Kevin Owens maybe looked at the way like Adam Cole's kind of been a bit underwhelming and thought, is he going to be any better over there?
I think the only person you can say has been booked better over there than they have in WWE is John Moxley.
Cody, obviously.
Cody books himself, doesn't
he? Yeah.
Really, though.
Yeah, no, I think they're doing a really good job with Daniel Bryan. Or Brian Danielson.
5-star match, that one, apparently. I ain't seen it.
The 60-minute
one.
Yeah, again, a bit. We'll get onto it, but a bit wanky for me. But
it's too long for me. Like, I lose interest when.
Well, the viewers rose throughout the match, Ross. That's the big scoop.
Yeah, because I wouldn't turn it until the end. So what's the fucking point?
No, but I mean, like people stayed. Like, sometimes it can go the other way.
Yeah.
And I think they followed it up with, is it Wardlow? There's someone I felt really bad for him because he lost like 200,000 viewers like the minute they came on TV, whoever it was.
Yeah, as you would expect. So Kevin Owens is staying.
But yeah, I think also in some ways, if you were out your booking, it's kind of risk-free with WWE, isn't it? Because if they're not using you, they're just going to let you go anyway.
Yeah.
So in some ways, like it's bad because there's no job security whatsoever. But if you're Kevin Owens and you know you're going to walk into AEW as soon as you can,
you might as well take the extra money, aren't you?
Take the extra money, take a chance. So this is what I said about Adam Cole. Like there was no real risk because if they weren't using them, they just let him go.
Yeah, well, there's a clause in Owens' contract apparently, isn't there? Like he can go at any point.
Yeah, he didn't get the no cut, did he? Yeah. So it is for 2 or 3. It's 2025, I think I saw.
Yeah.
But obviously, if they give him 90 days notice, he's got 90 days notice.
So I think was he spoken to by AEW? Did they want him and he said they couldn't match the offer?
Basically.
I think that's what people in AEW have been saying. But I think it's in AEW's interest to make it seem like he's only gone for the money.
Right. But again, I said this last week on the last news one we did. Why wouldn't you?
The deal takes him to January the 31st, 2025. I've
never understood why people say, "Oh, well, you've only gone for the money." Yeah, why did you do anything in this life? You do it for money. It's a job, innit? Any job I ever do is to earn as much money as I can, so I don't have to do that job forever.
An AEW source said, anyone who knows Kevin knows his priorities with his family first, so you have to be happy with him.
Yeah.
But that was from someone who apparently openly made it clear they wanted to sign him. So,
right.
Yeah. That was from Fightful, obviously. That's where I got all news from. But
yeah. I just someone must offer me like doing the same job, loads of money, not as much money. I'd go, loads of money, please, thank you.
Yeah. And he's doing well, though. That's the thing as well. He's doing well. Like I don't think he's unhappy. Well, I don't think he'd be unhappy there. But yeah, I think the tide is turned, hasn't it? Obviously, they re-signed Pete Dunne as well quietly this year, didn't they?
Yeah.
Which was in a different one because he could have left NXT when everyone else did.
It's a strange one, isn't it? Because Kevin Owens is the only really. Danny Bryan's got. I think I was going to say who's had the better signings. I don't know because
CM Punk was the big one, obviously for AEW this year.
Yeah, but it's like Kyle O'Reilly, you Gargano, you Adam Cole. They've never done it on the main roster of this. So are they as big as somebody going? Are NXT that bothered about losing them? Probably not.
No, it won't be NXT anyway, would they? And it's just if they go to the main roster and out, like.
Yeah.
I mean, Gargano and O'Reilly they might stay. I think O'Reilly's been teased for next week. Adam Cole's got some sort of boxes opening.
Gargano's been saying he wants his dream matches with Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
Dream on, mate.
Yeah. I mean, Gargano, where's Gargano go fit in the age? I like Gargano, but he's just not a top guy. NXT arguably fell apart when he became the top guy.
No, I think it was that he stayed, Russ. I think I said this before. Him and Ciampa stayed in NXT for too long.
I think when it all became around him and Ciampa, we enjoyed it. And then the first match was incredible. But then they carried on. And he was at the top of that. Yeah. And then he became a heel. That heel turn didn't really work out, did it?
Yes, I mean, they should have moved into the main roster at that point, really. That was when NXT kind of lost sight of what it was. It became a fair brand at that point instead of developmental.
Yeah.
Just kind of touched on this every week. Like WWE just same match after same match after same match. And I saw someone tweet on Twitter a couple of days ago. It was saying that Daniel Bryan Danielson, whatever you want to call him, he's had 17 matches in WWE against 7 different opponents. He's had 17 matches in AEW against 16 different opponents.
Yeah.
What keeps viewers interested? If you've seen a match once, you've seen it.
I agree. I always say this. Look at The Rock, Austin. They had about 5 matches together, but you would say that was one of the best rivalries of all time.
Yeah.
Same with the Rock Triple H. They're better than the matches.
It's kind of like, especially with the law cards now, they spam them, don't they?
Yeah, well, tag team is the ultimate sin. So you have a tag team match. You face each other once, right? There's a winner or there's a loser. Then you face each other separately. So one man goes against one of the others, and then against the other, and then the other man. So you get 4 matches out of that. Mm-hmm. And then you join up with another heel and face, and you have another 6-man tag out of that. Then you fight again, and then somebody wins, and then you carry on doing the same fucking thing.
Well, it's like on SmackDown this week, they did the New Day versus the Usos to build to the New Day versus the Usos day one. Like, and again, it's not a match that we like. They're always good matches with them too, but like it's the law of diminishing returns, isn't it? And
well,
it's probably like their biggest, best feud that they've got going on now is the Brock and Roman stuff, right? They've been feuding since August. They've had 1 match.
This is it, WWE, and you look at when wrestling's arguing is peak, and this goes for WCW as well, and WWF.
Yeah,
it's a different main event every pay-per-view. Whereas now it's the same main event for 3 pay-per-views in a row, so somebody wins or loses, and then they carry on. Or somebody wins on a pay-per-view, then they have a rematch on fucking Raw, and then the other person wins. It's like, well, what was the point of watching a match pay-per-view?
Yeah, that's it. Like, I don't mind long-winning storylines. I said, I think Brock and Roman's good because they've been doing it for half a year and they've had 1 match so far. So I don't mind that so much because Roman's had a lot of little mini feuds in between, like with for Xavier Woods and that. But yeah, like on the Raw side, they're building it to this fatal 4-way where just having every single combination of a singles match. It looks like,
and then they'll probably do the faces against the heels tag.
Yeah,
that's what they love to do. The day before or the week before. Do you know why Lesnar's been booked like that? Because he's not contractually, I think he's obliged to be on every show. The reason that they spaced it out.
Yeah.
When they got him for 5 pay-per-views in the year.
But it does make it a lot better, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Is this his best run? Because he is hilarious in this at the moment, and he's just fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I love Farmer Brock. Just love him.
Yeah. The fact he's just wearing full-on dungarees now. It's great.
I just love that. He don't give a shit anymore, does he?
Yeah.
I think he's been liberated about Heyman.
Well, he might have Heyman now, though, might he?
Well, yeah, he's been sacked.
Did you see SmackDown? Yeah.
Yeah, he's been sacked by Reigns, and I don't want him to go back to the old Lesnar. I like this fun Lesnar.
I think there might be a twist that Heyman's on the same side still.
I don't think Reigns needs Heyman. I think Reigns needs Heyman more than Brock does.
Yeah, I think you're right that Brock's probably been liberated without him because he's doing his own promos now.
Doing some promos. Look at what fun is having with Sami Zayn. You know what I mean? It was hilarious stuff. In the wheelchair and all the whatever that was going to go to Canada and doing stuff.
They need to do that vignette, don't they? Of Brock and Sammy and Carter hunting moves, so everyone's doing.
Whereas if he goes back to him, and you're going to get the reigning undisputed defending whatever the fuck it is champion, and then Lesnar's going to jump about, and they should probably cut off his ponytail. Yeah,
like I said, I'd be well disappointed if he's had a haircut and a shave, and it's just back to
Lesnar
Brock from like 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah.
We've had that Brock. Let's have a new Brock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still imposing, isn't he?
Well, I'm assuming this is going to. I'm assuming day one's not going to be the end of the feud. Though they're going to wrestle again at WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
They can't get the Rock, can they? So
I know they're talking about putting Drew in there as well, aren't they? But I'd read ages ago that the potential was Drew. I'm sure Keith Lee was in there at one point, which obviously hasn't happened now.
Just comes back.
But I'm sure it was either Keith Lee or Brock Lesnar with Drew McIntyre and Roman in the triple threat.
Interesting to see who wins the Royal Rumble, because I've genuinely got no idea.
I just hope it's someone on the Raw side. I don't think this storyline needs it.
Bray Wyatt.
He's apparently filming a horror film, and then he's going to look at wrestling once he's finished filming with that.
Yeah. I hope it's a good horror film and not like Welcome to Frogtown levels.
What are you slagging that off for?
Because it's just awful, isn't it? I've never seen it, but it sounds horrendous.
It's not a horror film, is it?
No, but you know what I mean? Like a low budget film like Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies or Sharknado.
It's just paper smashing people because they're the best in the world who
You've got Cena and Batista going decent movies, and every other wrestler's in the movie. It's just the shittest thing imaginable. I still need to watch Money Plane starring Edge and Frazier.
What about Devil's Rejects? It's a good horror film, isn't it?
Never seen that one. Is that a wrestler in it?
Yeah,
Who's the wrestler?
Oh, look, I just wanted to see this fast on Luke's face, so I'm just stay quiet for a minute. But he's not going to be disappointed.
Devil's Rejects.
I've never even heard of it.
It's a Rob Zombie film.
Right.
Oh, it's a Rob Zombie film. Oh God, it's got the real names. Like,
yeah, you'll still knowing.
I mean, the music is by a guy called Tyler Bates. I'm presuming it's not the same guy.
How old is it? Because Tyler Bates like 19, something like.
Yeah.
Scroll down the cast.
Let's go down the cast. This is taking me way longer than
the anticipation is absolutely killing me. Yeah.
DDP is Billy Ray Snapper. There we go.
DDP.
Wow. I had no idea that DDP was in a horror movie.
I thought you'd have been all over that.
CM Punk's got one, hasn't he?
And it's probably awful, isn't it?
Yeah. And obviously Kane.
It's not a horror film, but John Morrison's in Boone the Bounty Hunter.
Ah.
That he wrote himself.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure he had wrote or produced or something himself.
Yeah. The most random one for me is still Triple H in Blade Trinity.
Whilst we're on the subject of wrestling movies, I've watched a wrestling movie this week.
What is it?
It's new. It's new out. It's called Rumble.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I think it's been advertised on SmackDown.
Yeah, so basically it's monsters wrestling, and they have like a human coach or manager.
Is it cartoon?
It's cartoon, yeah.
I think I've seen that video for it.
But the cast is fantastic. Wrestling Around personality, Stephen A. Smith, does a voice on it.
What?
He plays a commentator.
Amazing.
Very nice.
He would be so good at wrestling. That Stephen A. Smith. I watched an interview where I say he don't watch anymore because he thought he was racist.
Michael Buffer, Wrestling Around personality, also features.
Is this my movie that I've just kind of produced?
Wrestling Around studios.
Accidentally, yeah.
You've got Brian Baumgartner, who's Kevin from the American Office. You've got Rebecca Quinn, also known as Becky Lynch. You've got Joe Noy, also known as Roman Reigns.
Bloody hell.
Wow. There's a couple more. Scrolling through. Chris Eubank.
I had to watch this.
And Will Arnett.
Oh, there we go. Speaking of best voices, which I'm sure we will speak of on Wednesday.
Is this a WWE Studios production? Is it?
Don't think so. But
They were advertising it quite a bit on SmackDown on Friday.
Yeah. So I don't think it's a WWE film. It's a Paramount Plus film. However, in the stadiums, like like they have the little banners going around.
Yeah.
It says like they have like the Monsters Wrestling logo, and then they have the NXT logo. The old NXT logo, I might add.
Yeah. Wow. What's this film called again?
Just Rumble.
Rumble.
Yeah, on Paramount Plus.
It's an easy watch. It's rated 6 out of 10 on IMDb, and I'd probably agree with that.
So you want sometimes, isn't it? You don't want a real gripping film when it's like 3 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, exactly.
It comes out in the UK next year, apparently.
Yeah.
So let's not ask Aaron how we watched it. Obviously, I just took a quick trip to America and watched it on Paramount Plus.
I have my ways. I've also, my ways. So.
Yeah. Is it where it's coming on, though? Is it what's
no, it does not. It does not say. It just says
Sky 2022. Oh yeah,
that's next year. I know, right?
That's in like a week, isn't it? Was it miles away? Right. Other wrestling news. Jeff Hardy.
WWE Studios were involved, but not the main.
Left.
I thought Jeff Hardy had left WWE.
No, he hadn't left. He'd been sacked.
He's been sacked. Yeah, he's not there anymore.
He hadn't left of his own accord, though. He's been sacked.
Yeah.
I guess he refused rehab.
Yeah. Is that the reason? Is that what you're saying? Then?
Yeah. So reported by Sean Rossap off Stifle.
He's absolutely smashed at that house show, and they basically said, "You need to go to rehab. We'll pay," and he refused for the second time.
Yeah, and now
that's why he got fired like 10 years ago, because he refused rehab.
Yeah, he was. He said it was weird because he'd just been on the Broken Skull sessions like the week before, hadn't he? And he kind of was saying all this, and he was like, "Yeah, now I'm clean," and it just all kind of all kicked off for nowhere. Like, obviously, it was actually quite bizarre, wasn't he? He tagged out a match.
Guy's got issues.
And walk off with the crowd, did he?
Yeah, was he tagging with Drew McIntyre? He was like, "Where the fuck's Jeff?" And he was just in the crowd signing autographs or something.
The guy's got obvious issues.
Yeah,
I think so. He needs help, doesn't he?
The Young Bucks started teasing him to AEW now. So obviously,
I won't go. They'll go.
When the rest of the media were being quite sensible before and saying, "I hope he doesn't go. I hope he just gets himself sorted out." All of a sudden, it was like, "Oh, I wonder if it'd be okay now." Like, because I know Matt's saying he is, but it just reminds me of I can't remember what time period it was, but it was there's a time period before where Jeff was having a lot of troubles and Matt was being a bit of a dick on the internet, and they kind of just avoided it. It's very similar to like. When Kurt Angle got released and he went straight to TNA, like a week later, it reminds me of that. Like, I hope AEW have got the class not to sign him straight away. To be honest,
yeah,
I don't really want to see that until he's kind of sorted out. And if he needs to, just retire, and because he obviously can't exist in the wrestling world, then that's fine. Like, he's done enough. He's done everything. Yeah, just call it a day. Focus on your music.
For me, he needs to get clean. I think that's number one. For me, if he wants to stay within the wrestling world, I think the natural step would go back to Impact.
Yeah,
not AEW.
Or just go back to WWE. They've done it before when it's been kind of sorted out. But
where would he fit in the AEW roster? There's too many people.
Yeah, I think they'd just tag him with Matt, wouldn't he? That's what they'd do.
One more Hardy Boys run.
Yeah, they'd have the Hardy versus the.
Do we think this is his last chance for WWE then?
I can't see why you would bother. They'll put him in the Hall of Fame in a few years' time when they're both retired.
WWE are quite good though, the wellness policy, aren't they? With pay for rehab for all the rest.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm sure that Matt said on his Twitch that he'd passed the drugs test and it was it's absurd. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it was.
Maybe just alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They promised more, but Sean Ross just said they'd offered him rehab.
Right.
And he didn't take it, so they felt like they had no choice.
Well, he's got to help himself, I think. That's the major issue. But yeah, hopefully, just take some time off.
It was pretty sad because it looked like from watching him on the Broken Skull sessions, it looked like he was there.
I don't know when that was recorded.
He was in that good place, and you look like they were going to build him up to. At least I don't think he was going to win the title, but I thought he was going to have a match, like a big SmackDown main event with Roman. It seemed to be the way they were building it. He was getting pretty good crowd reactions.
Well, he did when we saw him in Leeds, like a month and a half ago.
Yeah,
he could have been drunk and I don't know.
Yeah, no, he looked good though, didn't he? There, I thought, it was a fun main event, wasn't it? But
Still a popular member of the roster, isn't
Yeah, and he still will be. Still will be
Yeah,
wherever he goes. But like, hopefully, it's because he's going in a good place.
he? Yeah, you don't want to see another victory road there. That's what none of us want.
No, and I think we should make it clear that apparently it was nothing as bad as that.
Nothing like that, but yeah. But well, all the best to Jeff Hardy. Sorts himself out.
Yeah.
We've had Winter is Coming. Has any of us watched it?
No.
I haven't had time.
No.
Yeah.
Cool. That happens.
Although I did have time to watch this week's pay-per-view that we're covering on Wednesday, which is obviously Starcade 96.
Speaking of people not having time, got a surprise.
Is he here?
Is he here?
Here he is.
Here he is.
Who's this?
I believe that's Andrew Hopkinson from Colourholic.
Terry Peters.
Hello.
Terry Peters is
Terry
turned up.
Peters. There he is.
Hello.
What perfect timing that was for me, by the way.
Yeah,
Peters won't even heard what I said
well
there.
done,
Yeah. Thank you.
Here he is. What do you make of pay-per-view we watched this week then, Peters? 96 Starcade.
Blind.
Well, you're blind.
Yeah. Didn't see any of it.
Explains so much.
Didn't see any of it. Didn't see any of fucking Spider-Man either, did I? Because Cineworld are shit.
Whoa, wow.
He's
God,
right.
This is a story. I mean, I saw it last night, by the way. And it was great.
Right, we'll get there. So they start the film. It's fucking out of focus.
Is it
They
your
put a
eyes?
blurry film on. One person and me had to go out and say, "Can you put it in focus?" Fucking first 5 minutes out of focus. Do your job right. You're a cinema. Put your films on right. Fucking useless bastards.
How would it
Maybe
get
just
out
need
of
some
focus?
glasses.
Because don't just use digital these days. Shall I just leave it?
Oh no,
on
they had the
instead?
setting on wrong. I think it might have doubled.
Someone
up
left the lens cap on, Eric.
I think it doubled
One
up
of
as
those
a
clear
3D, but yeah,
Ah.
it was, I think it doubles up as 3D. But yeah, fucking useless Cineworld. And I went to the guy. I said, "Paid a lot of money for this. It's not good enough, is it?" And he just didn't know what to say to me. Prick.
So they didn't restart it. They just
Didn't restart it. Just played the first 5 minutes out of focus. Didn't give anyone a free ticket.
So surely you've missed more than 5 minutes because you've been outside flapping your gums.
No, because I missed about 5.5 minutes. I know.
You don't really need a free ticket though, because you've got a Cineworld card, haven't you?
That's not the point. Last time they fucked up with a film, they gave us all a free ticket, and I went and used it on 4D.
But you don't need the free ticket. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
no, but on 4D you have to pay extra, so I was going to use it on a 4D film.
I've got a solution. I've got a solution. You go and see Spider-Man, watch the first 5 minutes, then just leave.
Oh, we're going again. We're going to go again 'cause it's incredible.
Yeah, don't spoil it.
It is. Do you think it's the best Marvel film yet? Because
Yes.
I don't know if I'm just recency biased, but I'm pretty sure it's the best Marvel film yet.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Right, it's not a spoiler. Do I need to have watched all 8,000 other Marvel films to understand what's going on?
No.
No, but you can tell from the trailer which films you need to watch, and that's all I'm going to say. So I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Right.
Just watch all the Spider-Man films.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah.
I just find it interesting, Peters, that you think that it's annoying so that Cineworld can't do the job properly when you haven't watched the pay-per-view this week.
Not my job, is it?
We're going to tell them this is the new show. Or we're just leaving that.
So Terry, how does it feel to be making your first appearance in December on one of our shows?
First appearance in December on what?
One of the shows.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Busy, isn't it? It's just
Also, Peters,
Another
We all
reason-
make time, so
Another reason why I hate this time of year.
why did you turn on the Wrestling Around Wrestling Federation team snakeskin series?
Dicks, aren't they?
Outrageous.
Dicks,
Outrageous.
aren't
Kick him again. This is why he got banned in the first place.
Yeah, just not refusing to apologise.
they? I apologise.
His heinous actions. Walked out of the team and then realised it was no chance. He had to go back in and get pinned. But it was shocking, really.
This is the news. Peters, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
Right, since none of us have watched Winter is Coming, there's absolutely no point talking about it.
Oh, I'll one say.
Did anybody turn up?
I'll say one thing.
No.
It did look like it said Wangman Page instead of Hangman Page.
Yes, it
which
did.
is incredible.
maybe
Yeah.
he's just gone.
But I do want to watch it, to be fair, because apparently the oh my god, Daniel Bryanson match is amazing. Brian Danielson, I don't know what.
That's the one.
Brian Danielson, yeah, he got there in the end, mate.
Daniel Bryanson.
That's the gimmick that WWE were missing.
The
Daniel Bryan.
Braniel Dines was my favourite out of those many attempts. Bran.
You should have just stayed away, Peters.
Yeah.
Right,
This
I'm
is
off. I'll see you later.
Speaking of AEW, though, what about Hook? Are we going to talk about Hook? Because every wrestling podcast talk about Hook.
He's
Feel
making
like
incredible.
What's Hook?
I feel like we should talk about what's Hook.
Taz's son.
Taz's son, yeah.
Okay.
Even Cornette likes him, which you know it means it's.
So, I'm not gonna lie, I've not seen his match yet, but I've seen his entrance, and his entrance is fantastic.
Does he have a towel on his head?
No, but he just looks like a fighter, and it's like is it what's his name? Action Bronson? Is it Action Bronson or Possible on one of them two?
Brand Danielson.
Possible Lord's got tattoos all over his face.
It's
Yeah,
like
I can't. But
it looks like a fighter, but only like 2 foot tall.
Yeah, so it's Taz though.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say Taz is
There's
Taz.
like-
yeah, he looks
5'3"
looks young, and I think like
Taz couldn't fight, could he?
half the rest of the media overhypes him probably because they do with everyone in AEW, and it's fine.
He's only 22, isn't he?
Yeah, but it was a good presentation.
Is he better than Big Bad Booty Nephew?
No,
Yeah, because
no, because he's I mean, even Brian Alvarez was saying that he was like Bron Breakker's like putting on pay-per-view quality main events, like, and he's literally only been wrestling the year. He signed with WWE in like November to start training to wrestle, didn't he? Like last year.
He's the best wrestler of all
I
time.
thought he was called
Yeah.
Hook because he would be from Red Hook in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I was surprised
He's
it wasn't
not.
his real name.
No, it's not.
Either. Yeah,
Is it fan of Peter Pan? What's the score with that then?
they just called him Hook. What is his real name?
Tyler Cole.
Tyler.
Yes.
Sinersha?
Yeah.
It's not very gangster that name, is it?
But he's not from Red Hook in Brooklyn, which is really disappointing.
Nice on Massapequa.
Massapequa.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, it was a good debut.
I
Don't
believe
think
it's,
it's
called,
greatest
I believe
wrestler of
it's
all time.
pronounced Massapequa.
Is it? Do you know that?
Yeah, because on Friends, that's where the girl's parents have their thing where Parker's invited, who was Alec Baldwin.
I mean, let's be honest. I've just butchered.
What deep knowledge of Friends that was.
Let's be honest. I've
Classic Ross, right?
butchered wrestlers' names. I had no chance
Hey,
of that.
right.
Brand
To quote-
Danielson.
To quote Ross, I best be going. I could do a full episode on Parker alone.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, Parker is funny in Friends.
You said
actually.
classic Ross. I don't know if you knew that was an actual
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
line.
Classic
Yeah,
Ross. What's Alec Baldwin? No, don't matter. Anyway,
you think he killed the guy?
yeah, I thought I just kind of bring up Hook.
Do you know who else killed the guy? Marty Jannetty.
That's how he claims.
Like CJ from Eggheads claimed he did as
Yeah,
well, didn't
yeah, he
he?
did.
Right, it's day one.
Dan actually did it, didn't he? Was it Dad? Yeah. Anyway,
By the time we come back, it'll be day one, which is on January 1st.
I'm looking forward to this.
The matches so far are, well, this must be old because it's a Big E versus Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens. That's now a fatal follow match.
yeah,
Got
Bobby
that's got
Lashley.
Bobby Lashley in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably last in it. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, Universal title. Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan. It still annoys me it's called the Raw Women's title instead of the Universal or the WWE Women's title.
Agreed. They had the perfect time to change it, and they didn't. They did that stupid belt
I
stuff.
was wondering why, because I was going to say the SmackDown one, but I get your reasoning now. Yep, makes sense.
SmackDown tag team again. Do you think they should be well in Universal?
Yeah, I don't really care as much for the tag team ones because it's not as you need. I feel like you just need to present the men's and women's on the same level.
Yeah.
So I don't care about tag
Usos
teams as much.
against Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. Edge versus The Miz.
Yeah, I hear that.
Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
And a special appearance from Migos.
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 Is it-
Migos.
Yeah, but that's Migos because they're
Migos, wasn't
a group, are they? Like Amigos. That's
Oh, they're like a singing
they're
group.
just a rap group. Yeah, they're not wrestlers.
I just
Double
lost all my street cred then.
Yeah. Migos.
Are they a singing
Look at
group?
this square.
Oh, God.
Right, so-
Go on.
So with day one, they literally called it day one because it's on New Year's Day. Or
Yeah.
they're trying to try and change the format and kind of do like a WCW Big Bang kind of thing.
No, well, literally because it's on New Year's.
Yeah, it's just because it's on New Year's Day, I think. Like,
Boring,
New
innit?
Year's Day, pal.
Maybe
Yeah,
they
it's on
need it.
it's a Saturday as well, isn't it?
Maybe they-
yes.
They all now on Saturdays.
That's what they're aiming for.
No, the big stadium ones are, but then there's a few Sunday night ones along the way as well. I think like there's still a couple of in arenas.
What's the Rumble at?
That's a Saturday.
Is that a Saturday?
That's a Saturday, which is
Apparently,
very exciting.
The only reason they're on Saturdays anyhow is just because traditionally wrestling things are on a Saturday, on a Sunday, because that was just the day left.
Yeah, I think the idea is now
I think boxing's on a Saturday.
they're doing some like
football's
massive.
on a Monday.
Yeah, they're doing some massive stadiums out there next year.
Uh,
Let's have a look.
The Royal Rumble's at the Dome.
in St. Louis.
St. Louis, which is 67,000.
Yeah, that's it. And they've got WrestleMania 39 at AT&T. That's Saturday and Sunday, two nights.
That's a double again, isn't it?
Do you think they're being bold with some of these huge arenas, seeing as they can't even sell a small arena out for Raw?
No.
No, because they're trying to make them like events Saturday. I think that's why they do them on Saturday, so you can go for the weekend. Like
no one gives a fuck about
Money in the Bank's in Allegiant Stadium, Vegas. That's about 70,000. And then SummerSlam's in Nashville, and that's like 70,000 there in the Nissan Stadium.
Especially at Royal Rumble, people go watch Royal Rumble, and you don't have to know if you know what WWE. It's like that. When I was a lapsed fan, I would watch the Royal Rumble because I just liked the Royal Rumble. I didn't know anything about the product. It's not like Raw. You've got to be a fan to go to Raw. There's not many fans, is there?
I was just about to say, Raw and SmackDown, especially Raw, is kind of like football training. No one really knows what goes on, but you only ever care what happens on a Saturday, which is your pay-per-view, isn't it?
Yeah, or
and you can
if your team got to a fine, like Hull City get like 12,000 a week. If got a difficult fine, well, I'm sure I would find another 40,000 to fill out Wembley like we had before. It's one of them, innit? I think people go to especially the big, maybe not, they're not really the big four, WrestleMania and Royal Rumble, maybe potentially SummerSlam, not Survivor Series. So
there's no international fans, is there? Well, probably not going to be many.
No, but I think you get a lot of Americans.
I still think you'll get a lot of people.
Yeah.
I think in the for SummerSlam in Vegas, there's about 50,000 in the 70,000 seat stadium.
Do you know what? To be fair, they've been bold with Money in the Bank, haven't they? Putting it in that big stadium.
Yeah, it's a huge stadium.
That's really big.
Again, no, that's a fun one to watch. That's like the new one in the big four. That's like
no, get rid of it. It's fucking awful.
Yeah, I hate Money in the Bank.
It's a shit premise for a pay-per-view. It's a match. It's not a pay-per-view.
Yeah. I'm with Aaron. I preferred when they had it as on
Stop
WrestleMania.
with all these. Stop with gimmick fucking pay-per-views because they're just shit.
Oh, I agree with that. And that, like what when you like fatal forward or something.
Yeah, that was the low point.
I don't like Hell in a Cell, but I can see Money in the Bank as being its own thing. It's like a Royal Rumble.
Bring back something like Judgment Day, or you know what I mean? Like,
but my problem with Money in the Bank being its own pay-per-view is you then end up putting main event stars in the Money in the Bank match, whereas if Money in the Bank's on WrestleMania. It's the undercard guys who there's a reason for them to be on there. You never have them putting in a battle royal or something. Also, for a few years, they just did a ladder match anyway, didn't they?
Interesting facts about where SummerSlam's been held. In 2005, its capacity was 69,149.
Nice.
In 2006, it was 69,143. Lost 6 seats in a year.
Oh, wow.
Lost 6 seats.
What did they do? Where did the 6 seats go?
Melted.
No,
Big Fist took up 6 seats.
He sat down, just took them out.
And then Survivor Series, is it TD Garden?
Oh, yeah, that's just a regular arena.
I was going to say that's quite small. That,
Boston, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's bold, to be fair, to put Money in the Bank in such a big pay-per-view.
It's even bolder that's in July, and SummerSlam's in July this year. 2 in July. 2 massive pay-per-views, yeah.
Yeah, July 2nd, July.
And then, hopefully, Wembley Stadium in September. Or Millennium Stadium, one or two.
I don't think it was Wembley. Is that international break? No, not going to do it on international break.
I believe it is. I remember checking at the time. It's international.
No,
is it not an international break? It was. I can't remember now.
It's not going to be in September. It's not going to be a football.
I did have a look at the time.
I don't think it was international breaks.
No, I don't think it was, because then that would make. Oh, Millennium Stadium Wales don't use anyway, do they, these days?
Unless that was it, maybe.
You're not going to get a football stadium in the season, are you?
Yeah. Phil reckons they'll use Spurs' ground.
I don't think Spurs will have it if it's in the season.
It's not an international weekend according to people's calendar. So, yeah, it could be Wembley or Cardiff.
It might like to be Cardiff.
So, yeah, could be anyone that you could play away that week, can you?
Could be the case,
Could be. I'm sure I've seen somewhere, but I can't see anywhere now, that the Raw after WrestleMania was in the stadium as well this year in Dallas.
Really?
An outdoor stadium, a smaller one, like a college stadium or something. I'm sure I've seen that.
To be fair,
you've got 100,000 people there, and you might as well.
Because a lot of people want to go to that Raw, won't they? Because it is usually one of the best ones, isn't it, of the year?
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah, it's always full of it compared to.
I'm sure they're doing Raw and SmackDown that weekend from the stadium.
Yeah, compared to SmackDown wasn't as full as it would be compared to the Raw.
No, but SmackDown's on the Friday before now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you got to go, I'm sure, rather than the
proper
Tuesday after when no one, everyone's kind of it's a bit quiet and everyone's gone home. It's a full weekend of it. Yeah.
Yeah. What else has happened in the news? Bret Hart's been negative about WWE. Is that news? Is that news anymore?
Bret Hart's been negative, right? Yeah.
What a surprise!
He said he's not going to go back. He don't want to go back on a on-screen role.
Don't want to see him back.
I don't think anyone wants him as an on-screen role anyway.
Do they even want him?
Yeah,
that's like
he said it though. He said it.
That's like me retiring from international football.
Yeah,
it's fucking pointless, isn't it?
It's about time, Peters. You would say it.
Sorry,
you're 58.
I'm officially announcing my retirement from international football.
You did once claim that you were going to be the best player in Thailand. I think I forgot that.
Did claim that.
Yeah,
in a pub.
He claimed he could do it in a year as well.
Yeah,
that was the outrageous thing.
Well, it was COVID, Ross. It stopped him. Otherwise, he would have done.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't COVID because it was like 6 years before.
Probably longer than that. It was about 8 in a pub in Southampton. They look like someone's front room.
Dead.
Yeah, not like,
lovely establishment.
Yeah, that knows Aspera. I'm trying to find out. He's enjoying spending time at home. Who's asking? No one's.
Yeah, I've got to say about this because I've noticed Kurt Angle being a bit negative towards WWE these days. I think it's because they don't print good stories like, oh, Kurt Angle had a really good time in WWE, enjoyed it.
Yeah,
because that's on the market they're going for, isn't it? Those websites.
No one gives a fuck, do they, if they have a good time?
Yeah,
people want the dirt.
And those websites are just going for a certain crowd, aren't they? No DQ.com.
Someone's asked him at a Q&A of his Canada Walk of Induction.
Oh yeah, it's like the Hollywood Hall of Fame, isn't it? But it's a big deal in Canada, isn't he?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess he was general manager, but it's nobody asked him to be general manager.
He's got a hockey team named after him.
I don't know. Has anything else happened? I think we've gone through the news pretty quickly.
It's a weird time of year, isn't it? Not a lot.
And Bango's got a new name because he's in NWA now. Does anybody know what it is?
Who is that?
Fandango.
Oh, it's Dirty Dango, isn't it?
Dan Fango.
Dirty Dango.
Dan Fango would have been better. Just his actual name, Dan and Fango.
Mr. D Fango.
Yeah. Dirty Dango. Yeah.
That's about it. Oh, the FTR's contracts are up soon. You think they're going to go anywhere?
They'll resign.
No, they tend up a Ring of Honor. That's the other thing we should discuss. Ring of Honor.
Final battle.
Apparently, FTR are annoyed that they haven't had as many matches as against the Young Bucks as there was promised.
They need to fucking get over themselves, don't they?
I think they're better than what they are.
They're a bit like the fucking Young Bucks. They think they're better than what they are.
Yeah,
well.
FTR are like, what are you expecting? You're still a tag team.
Did you see one of them say this week? I don't know which Jackson it was. Wants to set his boot on fire for a super kick. Just fucking give it a rest, you dickhead.
Give
it a but the Young Bucks invented wearing trainers on TV.
There we go. That was the news we forgot about us.
To be fair, I thought the Young Bucks invented wrestling the way that people.
Despite John Cena having done it since 2003.
Yeah, that's why Shane McMahon was trending as well. I guess.
John Cena used to pump the tongues up, didn't he?
But are they the same type of sneaker? You're a shoe guy, Ross. You know this.
I don't know what Young Bucks wear.
You know what? Is a sneaker just like when they say sneakers? Are they just meaning trainers?
Yeah.
Is that the all high tops that they're on about?
The Young Bucks wear high tops,
but John Cena wore.
But a sneaker is any kind of trainer.
But if I like my basic, well, I don't have a woman out, but my basic say K-Swiss ones, tennis shoes. They're not sneakers, are they? They're tennis shoes.
Yeah, but in America,
I noticed.
But look, to start off with, you're the only person in the world who wears them.
I noticed he was wearing sneakers for sneaking in.
They were 30 quid. Playing trainers. What do you want? Right.
K-Swiss still a thing?
Yeah, K-Swiss is still a thing.
I remember that was quite big when they came over here.
Yeah, they're not anymore.
You used to get the sliders, didn't you? You used to be able to slide.
Yeah. Oh no, well I've replaced my laces with like elastic ones. So you just the slip-ons now. It's great.
Americans have gone mad for high tops, but sneakers can be anything.
Okay.
But then you get different types of sneakers, don't you?
I don't know. This is where your expertise comes to the forefront. I'm giving you a chance to shine it.
Most wrestlers wear high tops because I imagine you need the ankle supported.
Yeah.
I think they put like tape around their ankles and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Don't they?
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
To be fair, the one thing I won't want to wrestle in barefoot.
No, well, Rusev had to stop, didn't he?
Because he broke his foot.
Oh, Riddle still does it, don't he?
Yeah, he still kicks off his shoes and all the birds come out.
Yeah, it's great.
Fucking weird, isn't it? Yeah, I just won't like it. No.
Yeah. Do you remember that? Oh, it was a riddle on it. We saw a riddle at a progress show, and someone gave him a paper cut between a.
Yeah, someone cannot be named any longer.
Yeah, it's cancelled British there.
Yeah.
Well, just any British there from like a few years ago, but yeah.
Give him between his toes.
Give him a paper cut between his toes, gross.
Someone passed him a card.
They did that on Jackass.
Yeah.
Disgusting. And then they did it across the mouth.
Oh. Yeah, no.
And that's going to work. Especially
this is audio only, Peters. So when you say that bit there and point to when you open your mouth, only us four can see.
When you open your mouth and get that thin bit in between.
Sides of your mouth.
Lips. Yeah, that's the one I'm after.
Glasgow smile kiss.
Yeah.
Glasgow kiss.
Yeah,
Glasgow smile, isn't it? Yeah, that one. Yeah. Glasgow grin. It's the one.
Glasgow smile, isn't that when you put a card in your mouth and get whacked?
Yeah, but the same thing happens to them.
Slices
Think of the Joker. Smile there you go.
Ross.
Yeah, so there we go. Not a fan of that. But Young Bucks are meant to be trainers. I hate the Young Bucks with a passion.
Sensing
they're just awful.
I just want them to just go into mediocrity. They're not very good, they're very
just the entire elite.
Oh, have you got on your news list, Ross? Have you got the fact that Tony Khan flipped out on Twitter again?
No, I was going to just bring up Tony Khan in general because he can't keep WWE out of his mouth, can he? Give it a rest.
But then he had to go to Fox News, didn't he?
What's he done now?
So, because Fox News had written an article about his dad, basically, like, he's not having a good time at the moment. He just had to sack Urban Meyer from the Jags for being like an idiot.
I was going to say, one of you like being a bit of a tit, though.
Yeah, massively. But then they just put something in the article about, and obviously he's got his wrestling promotion, but it seems to have cooled off a bit now. And Tony Khan hit the roof.
But it has
and he was like showing all his charts. So he was like, "Yeah, well, screw you, Fox News, because we beat you in the ratings."
Oh, there it is. It literally is there.
Do you know why that is? Because Tony Khan is a loser.
I love this. Has beaten Fox News every single week, but you're not going head to head with Fox News, you tit.
So Tony Khan is just a massive loser, and obviously didn't have any friends when he was a kid. And now he's bought all his friends. He's just a loser.
Yeah, I just think he's very what's the word I'm looking? He doesn't like the whole company doesn't take criticism well, like fan base, and that's really good.
You know why? Because he's a little rich bloke nobody's ever said no to.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, he just comes across as a bit like, oh man, just stop tweeting, please. And it's like the ratings, like no one really cares that much. Just concentrate on your own products.
Yeah, but then he got beat in the 18 to 49, so now it's all about overall viewership.
Yeah, this one was back on to 1849, but like again, everyone was pointing out the only pensions when they watch Fox News. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
What makes me laugh is that the only people that tweet about the demographics and the ratings is him and Chris Jericho.
Yeah. I think if everyone listens to my critically acclaimed Straight to Hell episode, they'll know my feelings on data analysis of wrestling. But it just doesn't matter, does it? But the thing is, like, AEW has cooled off a bit because they've relied so much on debuts and stuff like that.
That's going to happen naturally anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
It always happens.
It was because I think it's at the time, like, there's no compelling storyline, is there? Like, there's no, like, okay, there's the Hangman Page stuff and Bryan Danielson, which they are doing really well with Bryan Danielson. I just want to point out that.
Didn't Adam Page get a bit annoyed this week that he hasn't been wrestling all that much since he's become champ?
Yeah, that was his first defense, wasn't it?
And
he drew it.
yeah.
Because the roster's huge, isn't it? Like, how are they going to keep everyone happy? It's just going to happen.
You can't. Not everyone can win, can they?
Yeah. WWE want MJF apparently.
What I can't wait for is a WWF defaction, the first one to go from AEW to WWE.
Well, will it be MJF?
Well, his contract's not until 2024 apparently. But
I didn't mean MJF. I don't know if it will.
Colin Sanders Arian.
What I also then can't wait for is the first set of releases when instead of it being you should have been used better creatively, blah blah blah. You've never used him. They've not used him. All it'll be is he deserved to go. He wasn't really doing anything. Yeah. So they used him to the best of his ability. It's like, just fuck off.
It'll be interesting to see if anyone asks to be released from AEW.
Oh.
I think they've got a lot of talent they could easily dispose of.
Yeah, but then where would they go if the WWE aren't going to sign it? Ring of Honor.
Is it Impact? But
Impact in WA.
There's only so many spots, isn't there?
That's what I mean. And no offense to like Impact and NWA, but do they pay well? Are they paying much as AEW and WWE? I know job's a job, but would you choose to leave? You know, like you're a mid carder, you're on Dark once a month in AEW. You could be in like the main event
suggesting
wrestling Trevor Murdoch.
Rather than asking for their release,
Yeah.
they actually
if
have to let people go.
If their contract's not renewed,
I think I don't think they'll let people go because they're not run for profit, are they? But they might not renew people's contracts.
I think the first ones on the chopping block could be like a Brian Cage.
Yeah,
and
Vince would love him. I mean,
yeah. And I think someone like
Anthony Ogogo. Surely he's not done out, was he? Since Cody ruined him.
Kip Sabian as well.
Yeah.
Although he's been injured, to be fair to him.
Yeah.
So.
Don't matter, does it?
I'm even going to stretch it to Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll probably go back to Impact at some point, won't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Tony Khan, he said something about Vince McMahon, didn't he? He's like, he just.
No, it was that he claimed that
shots at the WWE.
There was three wrestling promoters who had great runs: Bischoff, Vince, and Tony Khan. Like,
no, it wasn't even that one I was talking about.
I said, surely you've got to give Jeff Jarrett / Dixie Carter the same credit if you're giving it to Tony Khan. Like, I'm not being funny. Like,
no, he's
not been number one. Like, obviously, Bischoff's been number one for a bit. Fair. Vince has obviously been number one for a long time. Tony Khan has not been number one yet, has he? Unless you count that 1 week where they beat Raw in the demo.
Yeah, but no, he just started talking about he don't like rematches or something, didn't he?
Yeah.
As a shot at WWE. Everyone's like, come on, mate, just leave it.
Yeah,
no one's talking about it.
Neither do we, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's just Tony Khan is just a massive loser.
Ross shoots on Tony Khan.
I know, I'd love him to come on.
All these new fans I've just brought in for Cork and you've just sent them back.
I don't want him.
Is Tony Khan married?
I don't know.
Yeah, but she's probably there for the money.
Views of Ross and Russell.
He's got no redeeming qualities. I think he's well annoying. He's a loser. He's never been told no. He's just a little rich boy. He's never done out. His dad's a businessman.
No, but I like the concept of AW. I like the fact that we do have another. I don't buy that they're in the same league as WWE, but I like the fact that we've got another big wrestling promotion.
Just run it. Stop running your little.
Yeah, that's what
mouth.
I mean. Like, I like the idea of it though. Like,
I bet he's short. Tony Khan can't be over 5'6", can he?
I don't know. That's never
100%.
Never measured a guy.
I bet he's not very big though, is he? Absolute little loser.
Who do you think would win in a fight, Terry Peters or Tony Khan?
Tony Khan, because Tony Khan would pay somebody bigger to beat up Peters.
We'll find out on the Wrestling Around Wrestling Federation Christmas special on Wednesday.
Have we seen Kick-Ass 2?
No. Yeah.
Yeah, where he gets like a team of people. He can't beat Chuck Liddell, can he? So he beats somebody to beat up Chuck Liddell for him. Tony Khan would do that, I think. And in no way am I ever comparing Terry Peters and Chuck Liddell.
Feels like you are. Yes. Feels like that's exactly what you just did there.
Have you ever seen me and Chuck Liddell in the same room?
No, but I would love you to go one-on-one with Chuck Liddell.
I would not.
I would live in Chuck Liddell now when he's like 50. I would love to see that.
I'll pay to see it.
I think Chuck Liddell will probably accept it.
Yeah.
Well, way to find out. Let's tweet him out. Sure.
Terry, if you win, I'll give you £5 of a conker.
He's 52.
Still the Iceman, isn't he?
Hang on, he was arrested in October.
Yeah, he's not in jail though.
What was he arrested for? Should we say on
domestic battery?
I think Terry would win quite convincingly. This is more of a real man than Chuck Liddell, apparently.
Oh, let's read out his criminal convictions.
0.
What else have we got? Ring of Honor? Have we done Ring of Honor?
We're doing it, and then we got sidetracked by AEW.
Yeah, I watched it. It was quite good from what I can gather.
How good did our boy, friend of the show, Joe Hendry, look?
Again, I don't know any of the matches.
Are we fond of his blonde locks?
No, but it don't matter because he looks like a beast.
Yeah, he
looks so good.
He's a big beefy boy.
Follow slam 2 people at once for us.
He's a big beefy boy.
It's just a big.
He's 33.
It just put a bunch of beef on. He's going to one of them, WWE or AEW, and it's no way that.
Yeah, they'll go to one of them, and then whoever company goes to, that company will collapse.
But yeah, put him in NXT. Put him in NXT UK.
It's just tinted, isn't it?
Yeah. For NXT UK, if Wall's going to the main roster, you need a big star in NXT UK. Put Joe Hendry there.
Yeah, I could see that. Someone to beat Dragunov.
Mm-hmm. Just beat everyone. And he just closes because it's like can't beat anyone else, and he comes up with the belt. Yeah.
Yeah. I just is he still singing his entrance? So otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah, I think he's doing that still the same one where he had the he's playing a guitar on like Edinburgh.
Yeah.
That one, yeah.
Right. Is there any more news? Has anybody got any other news?
Well, I know the big news, Ross.
Oh, we haven't done it yet. Yeah, Wrestling Federation.
I can't remember. It's 2 weeks ago. We missed the week of news.
Yeah. Missed the week of wrestling as well, so you missed that one.
No, we didn't, Ross, because we recorded the episode 88 went up after episode 89.
No, but we didn't do WWF.
Oh no, we didn't. Yeah, it's fine.
That was cancelled, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just cancelled because we couldn't report on it.
Let
me just get the video on demand up so I can remember what we did.
It's on Wednesday. It's the Christmas special, and you've got some matches to announce.
Oh yeah, bloody hell! I do. I got it right once now. So, obviously, the main event is the BMG defending his Wrestling Around title against Santa Claus.
Of course.
Live
from the North Pole.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, why not? Yeah, it's live from the North Pole. What else was that? The new henchman champion, the Big Bad Wolf. Obviously, Luke Gallows had it, but only for like a week. And they lost it to Big Bad Wolf. He'll be defending against a Christmas-themed henchman.
Has his intentions changed? Is his intention now to be the henchman champ?
Yeah, I mean, his intentions were to win, so let's see what's next for Big Bad Wolf. But then his stablemates. Oh, he won it on this week's show. That's what happened. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. And then that was the opening match. And then, his stablemates, every pun intended there, the Head Business, going 2-on-2 with the Shepherds.
Nice.
Christmas special. The Three Kings are obviously going to be in action as well.
Please tell me one of them's Keg Shepherds.
Oh, you'll find out where it was.
Three Kings against corn, beans, and gravy.
I don't know can we go to that match straight away. I don't know. They'll be in a match, but you got to save your matches because obviously we're building up to Restaurant Kingdom first week back, where the titles will be unified.
The Three Kings versus a bald baby Jesus of Terry Pierce.
I know because Terry Pierce is a heel and the Three Kings are heels, so we've got to.
Maybe they'll have a face turn.
We've got to take this into account. Although Bacon's been a bit of a face, hasn't he?
I just thought the Three Kings were new characters. And of course, the Three Kings are Jerry Lawler, King Booker, and the Beggar King. Of course, yeah. I thought they were Christmas-related Three Kings. No,
they're the Three Kings. And then there's some more Christmas characters throughout the match.
Is it not? Are we not having a new? What was it? Like an 8-man ladder match?
Oh yeah, there's the 8-man ladder match, the Christmas gift match, and they were the fighting for a Christmas gift.
All new wrestlers.
Yeah. Well, they might not all be new. Some of them may have debuted the last couple of weeks, but
yeah, you promised all new wrestlers.
Yeah, but then anyway, they're fighting for the rest of our contracts.
What about Rand? Rand's on a roll.
Yeah, so last week, Rand actually he lost to Jeremy Clarkson.
Got screwed though. Screwed.
He did get screwed because Bo Dallas interfered randomly. What else happened? I'm just scrolling through now to try and remember. Oh, Stephen A. Smith finally made his debut. Defeated Terry Pierce.
What comments you have to say on that, Piers?
The weed.
Yeah, Terry Peters obviously smoking too much of the weed.
Basically, Steve thought, "Oh, that Terry Peters, such a bald arsehole. He's smoking too much weed."
It's the battle of the hairlines, really, wasn't it? Because obviously, Stephen A. Smith's got quite the hairline.
Losing and lost.
Yeah,
losing as his hair shaved.
What else happened? Oh, Disco Viking beat the human embodiment of pizza.
He's not done well, has he, Pizza Man?
No, you got to think he's going to get released soon. But obviously, Disco Viking is on a hell of a tear right now.
Disco Viking's fantastic.
He'll probably lose.
He's the new most popular character, I think.
All the big stars lose soon. What about the Corn? He's the KFC champ.
Yeah, he's not been on for a while, has he? But his henchmen, Beans and Gravy, they had a match against the Bobs, and I can't remember who won, so we're just going to...
Oh, the Sides.
Oh, the Sides won. Yeah, Beans and Gravy. They won that match.
Sides beat the Bobs, cast.
Yeah. Ronald McDonald beat... who did they beat? Small Plastic Gorilla. No, Samoa Joe. No, what happened there? Oh, Medium Plastic Gorilla, for some reason, beat Samoa Joe, who's challenging for Big Metal Gorilla's world title. Wrestling Kingdom.
Wrestling Kingdom.
And obviously, Snake Vin Pants is still on the belt.
He's still the Vince title.
Still the Vince title back because obviously the current Vince champion is Business Horse.
Right.
But yeah, they what did they do? What did these lads do?
Chaotic.
Oh, it was a 3-on-3, wasn't it? The Head Business versus Snake Vin Pants. Jeremy Clarkson again for some reason, and Michael Buffer.
Oh man, getting in there.
Yeah, the main event slot. I can't remember who won. I'm pretty sure it was the Hair Business. And then to finish the night off, Alison Hammond pushed a sailor into the river.
Hands down, the best TV clip of all time.
And it was the main event in Wrestling Around Wrestling Federation. We got some new clips, Josh. That's what's happening.
Can't wait to see them.
We got some new clips. So maybe we'll have some more for the Christmas special. Who knows?
Can't wait.
Tune in Wednesday.
Wednesday for the Christmas special of Wrestling Around Wrestling Federation. After you've listened to Wrestling Rounds take on Starcade 1996.
Yeah.
I think that's the news. I think we've all done the news.
That's the news, yeah.
That is the news. There will be a show a week on Wednesday. Join us again for the 5th.
Maybe we should release the unaired pilot. No,
never to be released. There'll be a show on the 5th where we have a Wrestling Around New Year Spectacular.
It's still technically Christmas, isn't it? We've got till the 6th. We could claim it was Christmas.
It becomes like New Year, though, doesn't it? I think after like 28th.
After 20, is that your limit, 28?
Yeah, because New Year's a new thing now. When I'm happy, Christmas is done, you're all looking forward to New Year, aren't you?
I bet you take your tree down before New Year, don't you?
Yes.
You're on those types.
No, on New Year's Day, take the tree down.
For New Year.
For New Year, Piers.
Boxing Day for Aaron, as soon as it's finished.
Midnight. It turns midnight, you know. I was like, enough of this shit. Like,
that's it. I'm done. What, taking the tree down?
Yeah.
Oh, January.
Yeah, Sam.
How far from January?
Yeah, but January 21st for Peters.
Yeah. Oh, no, it'll be like...
Yeah, that's because he's Russian Orthodox. He's just like...
He just wraps it in cling film and keeps it up.
Probably the 3rd, 4th.
Yeah,
like
I'm the same as Peters, yeah. Leave it to Lee. Just before you go out to work, day before.
Yeah, New Year's Day for me. So always the thing. Because you're not doing out here, you're off. Everyone's always off New Year's Day.
You don't want to work on New Year's Day. It's bank holiday, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Have a wank.
Right, thanks for... That's been the news. Thanks for joining us, Aaron.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us, Scoop L.
Thank you. With the scoops today.
I guess you had one at the start. It wasn't really Scoop. You turned up, Peters, and didn't add anything to right at the end. Thanks for being here.
You're welcome.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. And make sure you listen to our podcast on Wednesday, where we cover Starcade 1996.
Is this the last one before Christmas?
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
You just said that.
Yeah, I was reading a news article.
Merry Christmas.
Have a wank.